Plus one. Yeah, let's go. Let's finish it up so you can explore more. Okay, guys, you will have time to explore it. Don't worry. Yeah, campus every time, so you cannot have like only 1 hour to explore it. Maybe you need the whole day, so I'll let you play with that. Yeah. Okay, let's go back here. Let's try to learn about decision tree. What is decision tree? Okay, so let's see this. Claudia, can you see my screen still?
Yes, Miss.
Okay, it's clear, yeah? Okay. Okay. Why my sound not going there? Okay, let's start. Okay, so we have two concepts of machine learning now, yeah. You don't need this in-person learning for now. So we have supervised, we have unsupervised. The one that you learned last week, SEM, it's supervised because we have label, right? We have class, right? The rating, good or bad. Today we're going to learn decision tree, also supervised, meaning we have label. We need to teach the machine what is the correct guess. Yeah. Okay. Now, when this decision tree is really useful, yeah. For example, we want to decide whether to wait for a table at a restaurant based on the following attributes. Yeah. So many terms, yeah. Now you call it attributes. Last time we call it predictors or features. So these are the same thing, yeah. Okay, so like for example, the attribute say is alternate. Is there any alternative in the nearby bar? Is there a comfortable bar area to wait in? So everything here, all the features can decide whether we need to wait or not. Yeah. So this is the label. This is the features or attributes or predictors. So they are all the same. Okay. So what is actually a decision tree construction algorithm? Yeah. So the basic algorithm adopted by ID3. ID3 is the oldest one. So and then sklearn implement what we call CART. CART is the regression trees, yeah, classification and regression trees. Tree is constructed in a top-down recursive divide and conquer manner. So they build from the top up to the bottom. Yeah. They do that iteratively, and we need to perform some stopping criteria, stopping conditions where the tree stops growing. Yeah, we need to decide. Okay. Okay, so this one. CART, classification and regression trees, ID3, iterative dichotomizer tree, C4.5. So you're going to learn all of this, yeah. But for sklearn is using this version CART. It's like small modification of this entries. So don't get confused. So when people ask you which kind of decision tree that we use, I'm just using sklearn. No, sklearn is the library, not the algorithm. The algorithm is itself is called CART or C4.5. So that's the name of the algorithm. Yeah. So decision tree is like the big concept. The algorithm itself is called this and this. Yeah. But SVM is the algorithm, the name of the algorithm. Okay. Right. So in decision tree, they use entropy. Yeah. What is entropy? Entropy is a measure to show how pure is your data set. Yeah. For example, in here, you have bad, you have good. So it's like a tendency. Yeah. Like for example, in this class, okay, so I see something similar with you guys. So it's like more of the man in this room than the girl, yeah, for example. So the data looks like this, right, or this, yeah. So that means the entropy is lower, yeah. If all the student in this class is a man, then the entropy will be 0. So the entropy is like the measurement, how pure is the data, yeah, in a table, in a value, in a column. Yeah. Okay, or we call it in an attribute. Yeah. So if your data like this, the entropy will be very low, it is 0. If your data is like this, how student is male, how student is female, you're going to have entropy as high as 1. So entropy should be 0 to 1. Yeah, for primary class. Okay. How to calculate this number, the entropy? so that we can have 0 and 1 and in between like this. How to calculate this? Yeah. You're using this formula, this one. Yeah. How to calculate the entropy using the probability and the portion of those value multiplied by the log base 2 of this proportion. So for example, like this. Yeah. How we come up with this number 1? So basically, it's minus 0.5 because it's a half size. Yeah, half size of this population is negative half multiplied by log base 2 of half. Yeah. And then minus again because like this minus sum minus half size of the value is positive, so it's half log base 2 of half equals to 1. Right. So that's the first concept. It's entropy. Yeah. Basically, you have two calculations, entropy and gain. So you don't really need to type this manually. Yeah, I'm just telling you the concept, and then you try with the sklearn. Yeah, the library. Okay, so for example, which one that has the highest entropy for this example? Based on my explanation. 1, 2, or 3? 2? Good? 3. Why 3, Tiffany? Because it's 1. Because this is half, yeah. That's great. So this is 0. Yeah, it's pure. So everything is homogeneous. Yeah. This one is half. So it's high. The entropy is high. That's correct. Now you have the concept called information gain. Okay, so this is the clever part of decision tree. Yeah. How you split the data into something that is very strong. Yeah. For example, you can do something like this. I believe. Yeah. Decision tree something like this. How to rate this? When so the blue one is the attributes or the characteristic or the feature or the predictors, yeah. And the leaf is decision label, right? So when the outlook is sunny and humidity is high, then no, we don't go to play tennis. How we can build something like this? Yeah, it's like a rules-based algorithm. Yeah, so they build the rules in form of the tree so that the machine, your algorithm, can find the best decision. Yeah. How they use entropy and then gain. What is gain? Information gain is the decrease in the entropy. Yeah. The entropy from the whole set minus the entropy of this particular attributes. Yeah. A is the attributes. Here. Okay. So for example, you have the data like this, yeah. So this is your attributes or features, this for X, yeah. And this one is your Y or your label, whether you play tennis or not. Yeah. Okay, you calculate it iteratively, yeah, using the iteration starting from the top to bottom. Top not first. The whole set is 9, yeah. 9 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 positive example, positive data. 5 negative 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we have 5. Now the entropy is 0.95. Look at this. 9 and 5. It's almost homogeneous. Yeah, it's like majority is positive. Okay, so the entropy is 0.94. Okay, next is we need to calculate the entropy of each of these attributes. Okay, how to calculate this? Yeah, using the same formula like this. Yeah. P, the sum of P multiplied by log base 2 of P, you come up with this number, and you come up with this number. Yeah, you split it up based on this label. Okay. Now you just try to reduce the number from the whole entropy minus these attributes, yeah, in the humidity. When the humidity is high and when the humidity is normal. Okay. Then you calculate for the whole attributes in your data set. You can have a look, yeah, how to step by step calculate this value. Now, once you have the gain value, you try to compare it, yeah, with the whole attributes. You have 4 attributes, right? Outlook, humidity, wind, and temperature. Now you pick the one with the highest gain. Because the highest gain is coming from outlook, meaning that in the outlook attributes, yeah, for the outlook attributes, the data have very low entropy. That's why they have very high gain. Yeah, if you look at this, high gain meaning lower this value, right? Lower entropy in each of the attributes. So this decision tree want to try something like this. Something that can lead them to the best decision. Like for example, okay, so the whole of this class is wearing black. So all the male wearing black. That's a very easy, right, to decide. Okay, so if anyone coming here wearing black, that must be a man. That must be a male. Okay. So decision tree is trying to do something like that. Yeah. Try to find the lowest entropy. Okay, you keep iterating every single node, yeah. For every single node, try to keep finding the gain again, and then which one is the highest gain, which one with the lowest entropy, you pick it up, and then put it as a node. That's it. Then you can have something like this. Your algorithm built this tree for you, so that when you have a new data like this, okay, so can you decide when I have something new, yeah, something new in my data? Let's say my outlook is sunny. Okay, outlook is sunny. You go to the right, you go to the left here. And then I don't know about the temperature because it doesn't say it's my tree. So just leave it. And then, but I know that if the humidity is high, okay, then the decision will be no, right? So if I have the data like this, although if sunny, temperature is hot, humidity is high, the wind is weak, whether you will decide to go to play tennis or not, your decision tree algorithm try to predict that this kind of data will say no. Yeah, we'll get negative label here. Why? Because of this tree. Okay. Okay, that's it. So it's a bit different approach here. When you compare it with last week with SVM, they try to draw the line, right? They separate the data, yeah, between this positive and negative, yeah. With this one, you can have several labels. SVM naturally can only handle binary class. So if you want to use multi-class, you need to modify a bit. Yeah. But decision tree can be used with any class. We can have 10 classes, we can have 20 classes, yeah. As long as you can build this tree, your algorithm can see the trend in your data. And then we build the tree, and then all the list is your class label. Yeah. Okay. You can try this one. I put this. Yeah. I already put the tutorial in GitHub week 5. So try it out. Have a look. Yeah. Do some research here. Compare it with SVM, and try which one is the best one. Okay. Okay. Next week, don't forget, yeah, you need to prepare a proposal, and then you need to do your assignment for data splitting technique.
Upload this slide to the
It's right now.
It's a different one.
Next week is 4 weeks.
Yeah, forum. The next week is forum.
One year.
What's different? Okay. Finish, yeah. Alright guys, I think that's all for today. Thank you very much for coming. So next week, let's have Zoom, yeah. Let's have discussion about how to publish your paper. Yeah, I will upload this to this file.
Is this just a discussion?
You don't have assignment today. You already collect some file.
Don't forget my name like this.
Oh yeah. You can check that in the. Thank you guys. Bye.
Thank you. Guys, thank you.
Oh iya.
I already on the app.
Kita punya
Ya, 50 ya, biar cari aman lah. Biar nggak banyak monyet lagi, bro.
Kalau itu kan Okay guys, thank you.
Mobil lu ya, gua mau.
Yes, because you're Indonesian, right? Yes, you can.
Itu yang kata apa namanya?